How are you doing? It's been a while since I have been able to do a live stream, so here I am. Wanted to ask a couple of questions or answer a couple of questions that have been asked me. Again, uh, the first one is, what kind of herpes do I have? And I've got four different kinds: HSV1 and HSV2, herpes zoster, and herpetic whitlow, which, happens on your fingers and toes. And that's as far as I know. Don't know if I have any more, but those are what came up in my blood work. So that's what I got. And again, I keep getting asked, I mean, how is it possible? Like, I get weird comments, right? Like, people think I'm insane. And maybe. However, my perspective on it is I am insanely positive about this carnivore diet. Without it, I have never, in the past 15 years, never been able to minimize my outbreaks until I went carnivore. It is the number one diet that has helped me on many, many different levels. So I I fully support the carnivore diet. It's not just for herpes, obviously. It will help you in many, many different areas of your life. Oh my gosh, the the things that happen to people when they go carnivore, people healing from MS, people healing from arthritis, people healing from all sorts of autoimmune issues. And no, you don't go carnivore one day and the next day, boom, you're all done. Obviously not. There needs to be a time frame for your body to adjust, for your microbiome to change, for things to happen. But again, I'm 60 and I feel like I'm 30, and that's not an exaggeration, in fact, at all. I feel 30. My body is humming and just moving like a 30-year-old, and I remember what that was like. And it is such a gift. I don't look 60 anymore. You lose all the extra weight that you have. All sorts of good things happen. So it's not just the herpes problem. I also had an autoimmune issue, Hashimoto's. So I'm pretty sure, although I'm not a doctor, so I can't verify anything that I'm saying on this channel, but the two come together. I think the reason why I had such bad outbreaks was due to this autoimmune issue. Well, I no longer have Hashimoto's, and okay, so I no longer get outbreaks. Apparently, that seems to be the case. And also because my immune system is all fixed, at least to a greater extent, that I don't get outbreaks anymore. Nothing happens. And of course, I cannot come out and say that's how it's going to be for everyone. There are some people in this group who have more extended periods of time where they're still getting outbreaks. Um, uh, but I know that eventually those outbreaks will greatly diminish. And it just seems to be how it works. And if the carnivore diet out there can be healing people with really serious health issues, herpes isn't really that big of a deal, right? So, quite possibly, if you're still getting outbreaks, your body is healing from a deeper internal struggle. That's one thing. Another reason why you might still be getting your herpes outbreaks is because you're not being very strict on this carnivore diet thing. I mean, I've come across people who are eating meats, but yeah, they'll have potatoes too. Hello? Don't do that. If you're going carnivore, go carnivore. Don't add extra things. If you are going to be ketovore, you still got to get rid of the potatoes. Potatoes are all carbohydrates. You have to get rid of them. Exchange the potatoes for broccoli and see how you do then. As far as adding sugar to your coffee or tea, no, don't even do like the monk fruit thing and the this or that, the sucralose, or, especially those types of sweeteners. Keep them off. Keep them out of this beautiful body of yours. Keep them out. You don't want them in you. And so people say, well, yeah, I eat meat, and I put butter on my steaks, but along with that, they're eating other things that they don't consider that it might affect them because it was just a little bit. But let me tell you, it will, and it does. And you are just delaying your own health. So take note of what you're doing. And if you are a very strict carnivore and you're just eating carnivore, not ketovore, no vegetables, nothing, and you're still getting outbreaks, you have to give yourself time. It may take a few months. It may take half a year, which is what happened to me. I needed half a year before my outbreak stopped. It may take you 8 months, a year. What's going to happen is the extent of your outbreaks are going to greatly diminish. You may get like a little one, like right here, that just doesn't quite fully become an outbreak. Just kind of a bump, maybe itchy. You get this little bump, and then in a couple of days, it's gone. And you will know when that starts happening that you're on the right track. Okay, so that's my herpes spiel. The other question I got had to do with like, just what do you do if you're the only one going carnivore in your family and everybody else is against it? And that's a pretty big one, because if you're dealing with these changes that you're making in your own life for yourself, and you've got the people around you coming at you going, what are you doing? Are you insane? Then it can be really difficult. People may get sideswiped. They may just get off the carnivore wagon and say, well, it's probably bad for me. I've had people say, it's going to kill you. What are you doing? Are you nuts? And, there have been times when I've sat back and thought, is this really dangerous? Should I be doing this even? Or I don't know, maybe I should be eating some fruits. Maybe I should, do the veggies. But every time that I tried to bring, a ketovore diet, and a very, very strict ketovore, carnivore keto, like I was eating my meats and my fats and having like a little handful of broccoli, let's say, and it would affect me immediately. So there goes the broccoli. And the thing is, I'm the only one doing this right now in my family, in my immediate family. My mom, by the way, went ketovore with me. She went ketovore, basically. And she was 79 then, and now she's 82. And she is doing great. So you can do this anytime. If you're in your 80s and you want to give it a try, go for it. So coming back to that, it can be really, really hard. And you need to find, if you haven't got friends, family members who are supporting you, you need to find people who will support you. It's really important, you guys. It's really important. So hook up with a group, find some people online uh, who are all going carnivore. They have been carnivore, or people that can help you just walk through your day by day and give you the support that you need. It's it's a good thing to do. I happen to do it pretty much on my own, but I have the temperament for that. Um, I don't get sideswiped easily once I make the decision. So, but even so, it's a heck of a lot nicer to go through these changes, to see the things that are happening, to share with others, to ask the questions and get the support that you need. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say today, and just kind of hook up here again. Um, we've had some success with people who have gone on the 30-day carnivore challenge, and have seen results, have seen great, I mean, a couple of them just, their herpes just went away after a month or two or three on the carnivore diet, and things just disappeared. So there is hope. I'm not the only one out there talking about this. And so, yeah, leave a comment below. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm here for you. I will be your support system if you haven't got any. You can also find me on TikTok at Vida Goes Carnivore. And you know, let's hook up, let's stick together, and let give this carnivore lifestyle, the opportunity to heal your body, and it will. It will. All right. Again, not a doctor, but I really truly believe this, because I never would have expected it with myself. I didn't believe it. I didn't know. I thought it was crazy. I mean, come on. Like, I started raw vegan. That's where I was, a raw vegan and then vegan for years, and never believed that I would ever eat meat again. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. You know, yeah. And I drove everybody crazy with it, you know, like a true vegan out there. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm much more balanced now, and the carnivore diet thing being carnivore doesn't put you on that crazy, you know, this is the way to go. And I fully believe that this is the way to be, that this is what our body needs, that this has brought health back to situations, people in wheelchairs that couldn't move from their MS are up and out and back to being who they were before this, you know, these various diseases came in and wiped them out. So don't look at me here and what I'm saying. Get out there on YouTube and find those out there who have just really, really, really healed themselves. Listen to podcasts. There's so much information out there, and not from a bunch of quacks, right? From actual, real research, from surgeons, from health professionals, people who know what they're talking about. All right, you guys, take care. I'll see you all soon.